And welcome to another edition of Hardmic. Tonight was the premiere of Thursday Night Rise, and we got a lot to talk about here tonight. Starting off with the newest star on the horizon on Thursdays, John Baker II. You look good out there, man. What's going through your head
Ooh,
right now?
a lot, really. All I know is CB is one tough bastard. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Oh man, that was great. Literally anybody could have won that. You're freaking awesome, CB. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, sounds good.
Definitely, you conduct yourself with honor, so I feel like you fit the moniker here on Thursday Night Rise as the inspiration of a nation. But we heard the announcement: the Iron Stallion Championship will be defended in the Iron Derby, and there's 6 open slots left. Do you think you should be a part of that matchup?
I think so. When I hear Iron Stallion, it tells me a hell of a lot of endurance, and that's something I've had to train a lot to work on. So you know what? I'm staking my claim. I'm putting my name in the hat. Right there, right now. I'm putting my name in the hat.
That's right. That's right. And man, oh man, what a night. Hottest free agent, JTD, in the building. And John Baker, I want to ask, who's your dream match on Thursday nights going forward? Who do you want to face one day on
Oh
Thursday Night
God.
Rise?
There's so many, to be honest with you. I don't think I've had as many dream matches like as I've seen in these past couple weeks that I want to do. Honestly, me and JTD in a respectful fight, I'd love to do it. Hell, I'll even say Eddie Reed's up there in a one-on-one scenario. I need to put that man's money where his mouth is at one point with all the stuff he's been doing. I'll even say Tone White's a dream match too. Why? Because I just want to see if I can hang with one of the goats. Whether you like him or not, I have to say he's one of them.
No doubt about that, man. I mean, definitely a stars to the list of a roster here on Thursday Night Rise. And man, a big win here tonight. Big win
Very
here
much
tonight.
so. I think this is just the beginning, my dog.
That's right. Definitely, John Baker. Is there anything else you want to say and alert the Thursday Night Rise roster here? What do you got for the roster? What do you want to tell them right now?
Don't sleep on me. Just because I'm the smallest guy on the roster, it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight and the dog, and I got more fight than any big dog you've seen in a long time, and I'm going to prove it every single time I'm in there. I'm going to give it 110, 200%. Does that add up? No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to give it everything I have each and every night against everybody. You saw it when I was on Fridays. Nothing changes. Just because the roster is a lot more stacked in some cases, really depends on how you see it. Nothing changes with the motive. I'm just here to do what I can and fight on behalf of my friends.
No doubt about that. Welcome to Thursday Night Rise. And man, oh man, it's going to be electric each and every week with John Baker II. But has he proved himself enough to get the infamous for that Iron Stallion Championship? But now we must address the paradigm, because there's a lot to talk about, starting off with Alex Surefire from the Paradigm tonight. It looks like Paradigm is back on track.
It was a great match that me, Tom, and Tone had. You see, WrestleCade didn't really work out in our favor. I'm gonna say that. It didn't work out in my favor. It didn't work out in Tom's favor. It didn't work out in Tone's favor. But I'm not gonna speak for Tone because Tone's his own person. I'm gonna speak on behalf of me and Tom. Me and Tom decimated and made fashionable work out of the former tag team champions, Bad Company, Devin O'Brien and Daniel Lyons. And let's be real, let's call it a spade. Devlin Lyons, I faced you guys God knows how many times in the past. Singles competition, tag competition, shit, I be even tagged with the both of you. And let's be real, I've always been the better person. You can always say, oh, this, that, and the other. Oh, welcome to the jungle, you're dead. Or, oh, I'm Irish, I'm going to kick your ass, Billy. But that's just not how that's going to go. That's just not how it's going to be anymore. You know, the new season premiere kicked off on a great note, and it's going to continue to stay on that note. So, Mr. Interview Person, what stupid questions do you have for me?
Well, practically none for you, Surefire. All my questions is about Tone White because at the end of tonight's show, we saw a close up to Tone White. Looks like he's got his eyes set on JTD.
Hold up, though. My name was also mentioned in that list of JTD's people that he's seeing as the pillars of this company. Did you hear of Devin O'Brien or Daniel Lyons? I don't think so. I am one of the unsung heroes of this company, and the only Mr. WrestleK that matters. You can have John Baker all you want, you can have Lionel Stewart all you want, but all carbon copies can't be like the original. And, Ryan Swift can hand out that moniker all he wants, but it's only, hollow if it's on someone that isn't me. I heard that Workhorse Championship, and I thought to myself, ooh, maybe I could do something with that. Add more gold to my legacy. But there's more gold and opportunities with those tag titles that me and Tom are going to have soon. It's going to be great. But like you said, JTD did bring up Tone, and Tone had his little moment at the end of the show with that close up. So go on ahead, interview man. Go ahead and talk to Tone.
I mean, what is there to say? I think Tone could address what happened back there backstage as he saw it firsthand that JTD might want a piece of Tone White in a dream match here in Code of Honor. What do you think about that, Tone? I think he's speechless. I can't hear him. Well, we're gonna wait. I think he's here.
Hello.
There you go.
Wonderful. Great. It's a little wild to me that we pushed him as the hottest free agent, but I remember us as a company doing that for Will Steele, and what happened to him? Mr. Interviewer Man, do you remember what happened to him?
Yeah, I mean, before he faced Ryan Swift in his last match, he had a match with you, and it did not end well for Will Steele. I can tell you that much.
He was never the same after that. And I'm very happy to have him here, to have JTD here, because that's one last remnant of the past that I can decimate at any time I see fit. We have a lot of goals, a lot of things I want to do, and I have a lot of time to do them. But tonight was an interesting night for the Paradigm, and an interesting night for the company. I'm going to keep my eye on JTD. I'm going to see what he does while he's here. I'm very interested in the trajectory of JTD in this company. Do you have any questions for me?
Are you any worried about possibly JTD beating you when it's time for that matchup? Because he is really good. You can't denounce his ability in the ring.
He is a fantastic professional wrestler. One of the best. One of the greatest in-ring performers that I've seen in the last 10 years. But just like Will Still, he has flaws in his game. Flaws that people like me can exploit. Flaws that people like me can exploit and use to our advantage. To all of you, he is not a mortal man, but to me, he's just the guy I happen to work with. It's interesting. I saw a quote that I think kind of explains how JTD operates. And he comes out here and he says he's this great guy, this righteous guy, and he can't believe the reaction he got. But those who believe they are the most righteous are the ones most likely to commit the most harm. And I cannot wait to see what he does next. It's going to be a big, 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 big experience for everyone involved. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of anybody. But I'm interested. Extremely interested.
Well, personally, I saved this one for last. Tonight, I would love to share the ring for you, to share the ring with you, Tone White. It's always been great. We've had around 15 plus matches together and big time pay-per-views, WrestleCade, you name it, Winter Slam. We've done it. We've been all around the world at this point. But I just got to know, did you have a hand in Eddie Reed's decision in making that a handicap match tonight? Was this part of the plan, or because last week you had my back and I appreciate it. I just need to know personally, what is your involvement with this situation with Money Mafia?
My team, after last week's events, have told me that I cannot comment on any dealings with Eddie Reed. Not saying that I am dealing with him, not saying that there was anything there. But it was made certain to me that I should not comment for fear of retaliation from him.
I mean, I can read between the lines. I know what you're saying without even saying it. Or do I? All I could say is I wish you good luck. Seems like JTD may be in your future. And no hard feelings for tonight. I understand. It's a job. We all have one. And we all have to do what we're told to do for the passion and the love of this business. And I just wish it was on better terms.
I do too. But life has a funny way of putting life has a funny way of putting you in situations that you don't think you need, but you know that you need for the future.
That's right. Well, thank you for joining us here, Tone White, and we'll address the Eddie Reed situation a little bit later, as he will be ending tonight's show because he is the talk of the night so far with the controversial announcement of the number one contendership. But let's talk to a man who may have came up short tonight, and Christian Blake. CB, you might have came up short tonight, but hey, man, the rest of the season is still upon us. We got a new championship. Are you gunning for that title, being that you had a really good record last season?
Do you want me to be honest?
You can be honest, man. This is what Hardmic is all about.
My answer is no. I don't care. Simply put it, why do I want something that was given to people as a consolation gift? You see, this title, I feel like, was given to people who aren't good enough to be TV champion or to be world champion. And I do not want to be in that category. So I don't care. If I'm involved with it, it's not by personal choice. I've had my goals since I first got here, and they remain the same, and they will not change.
I mean, you have your opinion. I would like to represent mine a little bit as an interviewer. I think you got it all wrong. I think this championship is big for the brand. I think with all this influx of new roster members on this brand, it's a way to get noticed easier because I'm just going to be honest. It was a lot harder to get over last season because the positions were very, very competitive. And yeah, you could say that this Iron Championship may be counterfeit, but I don't think so. I think this Iron Stallion Championship is one for the hard work. It's one for the week-to-week guys that are willing to bust their ass to get what they deserve. And I think, CB, you got it all wrong. And maybe that's on you. That's not on anybody else. But hey, man, if you don't want it, there's a whole list of new guys back there and remaining guys who stayed on the brand that are willing to face the toughest challenges since, well, maybe you just don't like hard work.
That's hilarious. Honestly, you wouldn't say that if you've been watching the past 2 years.
BME, you guys worked hard.
Even before that, you can say that nothing beneficial came out of it. Title-wise, there's a lot more than just championships. There's a lot more to this that people don't seem to understand. Yeah, they're cool, whatever. They're not everything. All right, to me, this new title is nothing. Okay, I don't care. I feel like I have deserved a proper shot at either the TV or the world title since I've gotten here and made one of the biggest waves ever. So somebody else can take the spot. I don't care. Give it to JTD, the new guy. It'll be great for him. I also don't care about him. It's just, here's my thing. There's always going to be new people that come in, and they're always going to be the next biggest thing to happen to COH, air quotes. That also makes me mad, because while we got people like me who are here every week just fighting for what they think they deserve, somebody else comes in, and then they're the talk of every single week, and we're here with nothing. Continue to go out and work every single week as hard as you can for nothing. I have been fighting for nothing the past 2 years. I'm tired. I am so tired. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to do something that means something. And to me, that title means nothing. And it will stay that way.
Well, I agree to disagree. I think that championship is going to be a staple for the Rise brand. I think when we look in 5 years, we're going to remember how great this moment was tonight and how it started a new era on Thursday Night Rise. And if you're not a part of that era, so be it. Hopefully your journey works. Hopefully you do get a TV title shot. Hopefully you get a world title shot one day. You went from a Ryan Swift guy to a man who is spitting in the face of hard work. I just can't believe it.
Don't believe what you will. You'll be proven wrong. Just like everybody else.
But there you have it, CB making a statement here tonight. Whether you like it or you don't, you're just going to have to deal with it. That's his opinion, and he's going to stick to it, and we're going to see him next week on Thursday Night Rise. But ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the topic where it is right now. The Stallion Championship, the Iron Stallion Championship. It is up for grabs at Infamous, and there's a man who may want it more than anybody else. A man who definitely made a statement in a short period of time last season, and a man who was in action here tonight. Richie Rich, what do you think? Do you deserve a shot?
It's kind of funny because after losing to Do Drama tonight, I personally, for me, I don't know. What do you think?
Well,
you asked me the question. Let me ask you. What do you think?
I lost tonight too, man, but I won last week. We can always bounce back. It's a weekly show. It's not like anywhere else. We do this week in, week out. And yeah, Swift might have gotten like 3 guys out of tonight. Guaranteed. There's 3 hungry guys who wanted it. But what just happened right now, CB says he doesn't want it. That's a big name out of the picture from what we see. You can take that spot. You can run with it. You can go all the way to the top. All you got to do is make a statement. And Richie Rich, you've made a statement before. You didn't let anybody hold you back, guaranteed. And yeah, you might be off the cuff, but pressure makes diamonds. And I think you can live up to your moniker by winning this championship.
It's kind of what I needed. Needed a little pep talk. Needed a little bit of need something to get out of the funk here. So if you ask me the question again, am I prepared? Am I ready for it? Hell yeah, I am. You see, a lot of people out there in the universe, out there in the world or wherever that are watching this tonight, they see little old me, they think, oh, I can't wrestle. Oh, I ain't got no backbone. Oh, I'm just a loudmouth. I do this and that and then still lose, right? You see, I think it's time I stop with the whole nice guy bullshit. And no, I'm not going heel. Calm yourselves. I think it's time I bring the savagery of Richie Rich back. I'll bring that savagery that a lot of people have known me for time and time again. So, in order to get said title and become the big man on campus and be known as the workhorse of this brand, I gotta knock some motherfuckers out. I mean, it's only fair, right? I mean, if they're not going to, submit, or if they're not going to lay down for the 1, 2, 3, I think it's probably time I was trying to start taking heads and putting them on the silver platter. And once I hold the gold, we'll see what happens then.
That's right. We're going to see what happens because tonight, Swift, like I said, might have picked 3 guys out of the deck, 3 cards. I think there's got to be 3 more slots left after tonight, after Hardmic, after what just happened. I think a lot of people are missing the opportunities, but Richie Rich, all you got to do is get back on the horse, no pun intended, next week and fight the good fight. And I think you can achieve the dream of becoming champion in this business.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But there you have it. That's one thing that I'm proud of. Support like this, guys who want it, guys who want to make it to the next level. And tonight, I got to say, Ryan Swift did a good job responding to Eddie Reed. But now that the smoke is cleared, let's talk to Devlin O'Brien because we got to address the elephant in the room. Tonight, last week, let's start with last week of the draft night. I think we got a softball last week, Devlin O'Brien. I think Eddie Reed took it easy on us, and tonight was the first step of punishment. And Devlin, I just got to know what's going through your head right now.
What's going through my head is I don't agree with that, Lance. We faced last week 2 fresh stars. We don't know. Tonight, we had 3 people we have fought back and forth with. Back in the past, we were outnumbered. We're obviously still not 100%. You fainted. I have a sore knee still. I couldn't even bro kick tone tonight. It's still that sore. I couldn't break up the pin tonight because I wasn't fast enough because of my knee. I still have issues. But I'm still here to fight, Lions. I don't know about you. And I am worried about my health. But I don't want them to win. They already own the company. He's already put himself in the world title picture. Like, this guy's out of his mind. He's two pay-per-views away. I said this. If we were going to lose, he's going to bring this company down. But, hey, I think we're starting to get people at least on our side. He's the boss. He can put anyone against us. We've seen that tonight. But at the same time, we might make allies. Allies that we never thought we'd make. You ever think about that, Lance?
I thought about that, especially after tonight. There's a saying, I hate to told you so, but I told you so. Eddie Reed was going to screw over Perk Engel just as much. He was going to screw over anybody else that's going against his grain. If you have a championship, you're a target. If you're Bowden, you're a target. If you're Cutthroat Inc., you're a target. And if you're Christian Crude, more or less, you're a target as well. There's nothing we can do, Devin O'Brien. It's on us. We took a bad loss at WrestleCade, and there's nothing we can do right now at this given moment. Eddie Reed is the number one contender, and yeah, he deserved it before by winning the Rumble, but he does not deserve it now. There's so many hungry men backstage that deserves a world championship, regardless if it's me or you, Devlin. They deserve it more than Eddie Reed, and this I can't lie and say that I'd be a hypocrite to say it's not a good move for Eddie Reed's sake, because I've done this before. I was a bad owner. I take responsibility for that. And look at this. Money Mafia. I made a monster. Money Mafia started a long time ago, and they're back, and now they're ruling this place with an iron fist. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I feel bad for Christian Crude, and I feel bad for this industry right now because there's a lot of great things happening, but there's a lot of negativity. With Bound for Honor gone, we can't work hard to get what we want anymore. We can't work hard for number one contendership, and guys who bust their asses all year long now have to restart from fresh. Tonight was a start of a new, but it could also be the beginning of the end, because guess what? I don't like the look of it. Yeah, I'm showing up. I'm doing my job. I'm going to work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess there's only one hope, Devin O'Brien, and that is the hope that somebody goes against the grain backstage, whether it's Perk Angle or whether it is this man that I'm about to interview right now, Enigma Soul. Enigma Soul, my question is to you, since you're back on Thursday nights, you know me very well. You know Eddie Reed very well. I just want to know, Enigma, what side are you on?
I pick no side, and I definitely don't deal with vanity. A man gains the world, gains all the power in the world, can corrupt one's mind. You felt that power before. Now he feels that power. Sooner or later, it's going to corrupt a man's soul. Betray many friends, families, compadres. Sooner or later, it's going to eat him up inside. Just like it eated you up inside as well. But see, I don't deal with vanity.
I mean, Enigma, I can't lie and say that you're not the weapon of mass destruction. You could be me and Devin O'Brien's demise. And to say I'm not paying attention to this new ordeal, you coming back to Thursday nights, me and Devin O'Brien, I just want to say to you, Enigma Soul, we are not afraid of you. And if you are used as a weapon against us, we're going to have to do what we have to do. I just want to let you know, but I also want to wish you good luck on this brand because you are a good friend of mine. I respect you. I take you seriously. You do have a streak at WrestleCade that I don't think anybody is going to accomplish, no matter how much they try. You know, Reed and APH are close, but they're not Enigma Soul, and I wish you good luck here on Thursday Night Rise.
The same to you as well. But I should just sit there and say, he may sit there and buy himself a title shot opportunity. But what's going to happen when his friend wants that opportunity and it doesn't go into his own favor? You know, the saying is keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. But sometimes the soul can sit there and feed on what they desire the most, but then they they just always have that little demon that just ends up making them blind to power.
Well, after tonight, so it looks like you're a front runner for that Iron Horse Championship, the Iron Stallion Championship, and honestly, that's better option. But if Corvo's in there, take care of him for me. Take care of him for Devlin. I don't know who's going to be next. I don't know if Eddie Reed's going to get involved with Ryan Swift's work here, or they're going to respect each other. But I guess there's only one way to find out, right, Devlin? There's only one way to find out. You want to talk to Eddie Reed?
It's just interview. Just let's hear what he has to say, even though it's gonna just be about business all the time.
Well, we might not like the decision, but here is the number one contender for Crude and the World Heavyweight Championship, Eddie Reed, the CEO of Code of Honor.
Hey, what's good, people? What's happening? How's the world doing today?
I don't know, man. Have you checked social media? It looks like you're not so popular like you was last week.
No, because the people on social media doesn't even matter. What do
Wow.
I care about what these people, these so-called fans, what do I care about them for? It's like they just fans. They don't mean nothing. Not to me. So, no, I'm not paying attention to social media. They ain't worth nothing. Doesn't even matter. Only person that matters is me.
What you did to that mariachi band is despicable. You sent those security guards to attack them. They're not wrestlers.
Because they came here and didn't pay the proper respect. They didn't pay their toll-free fee to come into the building. So they had to be forcibly removed.
Oh, forcibly removed, huh?
That's right.
Beat down, victimized by security guards. I can't believe this. This is abuse of power, Reed. This is abuse of power. And here's another question. What do you got against Crude, huh? What do you got against him being world heavyweight champion? He deserves it.
Look. Let me clear it up. Yes, he deserved it back then. But now, I think I deserve it more. Right? I mean, don't you agree? I know you agree. Come on, this is just business. I deserve the belt. I deserve to walk around showing off the belt. I just think that's good business of me walking around as the champion. Can you see it? CEO, champion. Can't get no better publicity than that. That's big business. The only business.
That is not good for business. That is not good for business at all. You're taking a popular world heavyweight champion, a man who worked hard for that world heavyweight championship, went through hell and back with Carter Blackwell at WrestleK, did the unthinkable after Carter Blackwell was undefeatable. That man done it. That man deserves that world championship, and he deserves a contender that's worthy. Not you, Reed. You bought your way in.
See, look.
You cheated your way to the top.
See, you would say that, but out of everybody in the roster, and I checked them out. Now, I did my due diligently. I had Zoe, Corvo. We was all there. We did our due diligence. We looked at each and every wrestler, and that's when we came to conclusion that none of them was ready to be number one contender, but me.
You're a liar. You lied to Perk Angle. You sucked up to them just so you can drop them, right? Just so you could, and I can only imagine how rigged this match is going to be with you and Crude. What stipulations you're going to put on this match, and what is the loophole here? I just want to know.
I see. See, the stipulation, that's a good one. Stipulation. Hmm.
You gonna put an
That's
arm
something
behind
to
his back? You're gonna
marinate
have a
about that.
mariachi lumberjack match? Like, what do you got in store, huh? What's the big
Ah.
deal? What's the plan?
Hmm.
Is it just business or is it counterfeit? I think it's counterfeit. I
See,
think you are a scam, Reed. You scammed us, and welcome to the Reed session. I told you so. I told you so. This would happen.
look, Michigan man, I hear what you're saying. I do. I do hear what you're saying. But what you gonna do about it? You and Willy Wonka ain't really in a position to do anything about it. Am I correct?
No,
I'm
no,
running the
no, no.
show.
You're not correct. You're running the
I'm
show. Yeah.
you lucky, and I mean really lucky that you're doing the interview. That you still have the job of doing the interviews.
Who you gonna replace me with? Zoe? You think she could handle this job? She can't handle this job. Nobody wants her to interview. She's crazy. She's delusional. And Corvo, well, there's a reason why he boxes because he can't talk. You're the
See,
talking. You're the guy who talks the talk for Money Mafia. You're the man
yeah,
who writes the checks.
exactly. I write the checks. Zoe can give the interview anytime she wants. Whenever she wants, she could do it. I believe in her. She's family. She's family.
You didn't
Hell,
even know her name a couple
even
months ago.
well, she family now. And even I could give the interview if I had to. I know I could do it. I'm that good. I am that good. See, here's the problem with you and Little Devlin. You know, y'all out here playing hopscotch when I'm playing chess. All right? Y'all ain't ready. I'm the number one contender, and there's nothing that anybody can do about it. Nobody. I will face Crude. I will win the belt, and I will be the greatest champion and owner of COH history. See what I'm saying?
Whatever you say, Pandemic Reed. Whatever you say.
Pandemic Reed. I like that because I am like a pandemic. See what I'm saying? I'm going to claim that one. I'm deadly. And don't y'all forget that. See, y'all had y'all little match today and took the L. Don't make me alter the parameters of your next match.
You think we're afraid? Nah, if you're the virus of Code of Honor, me and Devin O'Brien, we're going to be the vaccine and we're going to cure this cancer called Money Mafia. We're going to do it for these people. Whether they like us or hate us, we know what we must do. We know we must restore honor. And eventually, it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be next year, might be in a decade before we restore it back, but it will be restored. And me and Devin O'Brien will get the job done. If we're still employed, there is still a chance. And I know you don't have what it takes to fire us. So be it. We will get you in the end. And I would say my catchphrase, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Everybody's going to wait for that catchphrase. When I dethrone you, Eddie Reed, as owner, you're going to hear it. We all
I'm going to
know
hear it.
we're going
I'm
to hear
going
it.
to hear it. You thought I was going to hear it last time. Nah. I refuse to let my iron grip on this company. I refuse to let you take it. You will not. If I have to pitch you and Devlin into the dirt, COH will be mine forever. Better trust and believe that.
Well, there's a catchphrase I could still say. See you next week for Hardmic, as you never know what's going to happen next. This is the most unpredictable time in Code of Honor history.